So here we are back on the battle map, and we're currently overlooking the blue and the grey front lines over in Eastern Britannia. So we can see over here we've got Colonel Greyhelm, who has been forced to come from the airfield over here and support his flanks, as the Blues are now going to be launching a second wave offensive from their trenches and trying to retake all of this area right here. And if they do that, it would leave an open path for their army to retake their airfield. And if they retake the airfield, they can then move up to the coastline and cut the rest of the Grey Marines off from their reinforcements from the sea. So this is going to be a super cool battle. It is going to be the same map as before, but you guys did request a village and some trenches on the edge of the map, so I did that, and I built them for you. So I'm going to shake my cursor like this, and I will see you on the battlefield. Hey, what's up dudes, and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. So we're back on the blue front line, and they're fighting the Greys at the moment in some trench-to-trench combat. And previously we did watch the Greys go over the top as well as the Blues, and they kind of clashed in the middle of no man's land, and we didn't see any winner from the previous battle really. But if you guys do want to go and check it out, I will put a link in the description to Wave 1. So this is going to be Wave 2, and the Blues are going to be they're going to be accompanied with some heavy tanks. Well, they're kind of like medium tanks, aren't they? Because we are coming up to the sort of Cold War era in this series now. So they're going to be going over the top, and they're going to be expecting some resistance from this first Grey trench. And this was the trench that was holding off the Blues in the last video, but they've decided, under the command of Colonel Greyhelm over here, look, who's standing right next to his Colthor tank, and these things pack a punch. Look at the size of the shell right there, so I can't wait to see that in action. Colonel Greyhelm has ordered all of his troops to pull out of his first trench, and he has built some machine gun positions at the back here. Look, some little bunkers. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's like 6 of them. Oh no, there's another one over here without a netting on top. Oh no, there's like 8 of them, like 7 or 8 of them. So they've built those as a backup for those trenches. They've pulled all the soldiers out, and they've decided to plant some explosives in place of the soldiers. So the Blues are going to make their merry way over the top like they did in the previous battle. But they're going to be expecting resistance, but they're going to get to the trench, and they're going to be like, it's all quiet, what's going on? And then the Greys are going to detonate the explosives when they least expect it, hoping to take out the majority of the Blue army as they enter the trench. But who knows how this is going to play out. We're going to press the start button anyway, and see what happens. So super excited for this battle. Let's go over the Grey lines before the Blues go over the top anyway. We've got some Grey cannons at the back. This is a village as well. You guys did request this in the previous video, as we did leave this we left this bit of map open for you guys to decide what we wanted over here. So I read in the last video that you wanted some more trench lines, and you wanted a village, like a little village, and another guy requested that we did it at night time. But nighttime videos are just so bad for recording in Men of War, because you just can't see anything. So what I've decided to up the fog a little bit and play in the light. But it is Christmas anyway, so even if it was dark, I guess the moonlight would reflect off the I was going to say sand then, but it's snow. So here we go. We've got a full regiment of men moving over the top of this trench. They're leaving some men behind. We've got the tanks, which are going to move up as well any moment now. They're just waiting for the orders from their general, and these guys are just marching very slowly over to the Grey trenches, but they don't know that there's nobody there. So this is going to be quite the surprise for them. And here comes the tanks, moving up behind the infantry. Maybe it should be the other way around. It should have been the tanks moving up in front of the infantry as cover. But the Blues they're a bit shocked at the moment. They're like, what? What's going on? But I thought we would have been shot at by now. Clearly not. Maybe they've retreated. Who knows? So they're all on the march. And it's about the same amount of troops as last time. I didn't really change many scripts from the previous battle, especially the soldiers going over the top, as it just looked really cool last time, and I thought, you know, let's do it again. Let's try the second wave out and just change up the strategies. So here we go. The battle's commenced. The machine guns have started opening up. Now they're detonating the explosive in the trench. They've done it a little bit too soon. Oh, but look at that. Huge explosions. Took out quite a few of them, to be honest. Oh, the lag is insane. But yeah, I thought that would be a really cool thing to see. And look at all that dirt, the dirt's everywhere. So now, they took out a lot of blues, I think, yeah, quite a lot over here. And they completely destroyed the trenches, so that means the blues have got no defences right here now. In fact, they've got a little bit, but not as much as what they would have had. And now they're just going to engage these machine guns, and they're also going to engage these back trenches. But this is a completely unscripted battle when it comes to story. Whatever happens in this video does determine what happens on the battle map as well. So if the blues do break through, I think they will have an opening to the grey airfield, which they took from the blues some time ago. And they can try and take it back in another video. So let me know if you guys want to see that. The tanks are moving forward. This is going to be a tank versus a whole front line of trenches. I think these tanks were built for trenches though, number 009 and number 208. Oh no, timber! Tree fell on him. The Greys do have a Panzer back here as well, Panzer tank. I do believe that's German for tank, isn't it? Panzer. As somebody said in the previous video. Oh, he's going to go straight through the trench. No. Oh, they just blew themselves away. Yeah, you got too close and the Greys ended up using some of their AT grenades on them. Here comes the main charge from the blues. And there is only one wave of blues, so if these blues don't make it, then that's it then. That's the whole battle over. I've not scripted any more waves to come, so it just makes it that little bit more exciting. And also inside that church up there as well, I believe there's some Greys in the windows and in the bell tower. So we've got Jackson in the bell tower over here, if we can see it. Yep, you can see them up there, look. I just thought that would be a really cool asset. In fact, we can change that. If we just do that, look, it won't disappear. If we remove the Z-clip vision, I don't know why they have that in the first place. Probably the most pointless thing ever, unless you're playing multiplayer. So the tanks have completely taken this first line of trenches now. Now they're moving through the second line, working on their artillery. Got Grey Marines engaging a lot of blue infantry. There's a huge clump of blues over here. Huge clump. They're going to meet their maker on this second line over here though. Then again, look at them. It just looks really cool. I love how these sandbags all sort of stack up on each other. If you guys want to see more battles like this where I leave a bit of the map blank and you guys can decide in the comments what to add to the map, then I can add it after. Just let me know in the comments and we can arrange some battles like that. I know after Christmas I am going to be putting 110% effort into Army Men of War and some other series as well, so there's lots to look forward to after Christmas. It's just that Christmas has been so stressful lately. I mean, it's supposed to be a family time of year and a non-stressful time of year, but this year it's been crazy for me. I've been trying to keep an upload schedule and it's just been all my payments have been messed up, and yeah, so I'm running really behind on Christmas. But hopefully I can get that all sorted in the next few days. These Greys are not giving up. They're standing their ground, waiting for this next wave of blues. And it didn't actually look like that many blues were attacking to begin with. But there is quite a lot of them. It's got a really World War I vibe to it. Can they break through though? That is the question. Let me know in the comments. Sometimes it's fun if you like pause the video and then go and guess in the comments who's going to win, and then go back to your comments as soon as the video is done and see if you decided the right outcome. Oh, we've got a Grey Panzer moving forward now. Oh, he's breaking through the whole line. He's actually going for the blue trenches. This is not good. These blues are like, this wasn't planned. This wasn't planned, sir. It's like, open fire! Not that it's going to do anything. You! Go on, take it out. It's like, I'm going for it. I'm going to do this. We've sent a private out. He's going to engage this Panzer. He's too busy focused on the other way. Oh no. What a shot! That was a brilliant shot by the artillery, a direct hit. And that is a huge caliber weapon. Look at that. Huge. Yeah, that tank, that was quite a good strategy from the Greys. Break straight through the lines with the tank and engage a trench which that has no blues inside it. But the Blues look to be winning at this precise moment, but just like every other video, you just don't know what's going to happen, so... I like to see this Cold Thor. Why is there a blue weapon over here? There is a blue FAL over here. I have no idea how it got here. Let's see if we can shoot this. He's reloading at the moment. Oh, I can't wait to see the round on that thing. I think they've taken out all these tanks. Is it still active? Yep, oh, this tank is still... There's like one tank left. I'm not going to touch him, I'll leave him to it. It's got a real sort of Dubovka feel to it, like near Stalingrad. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the style of houses. Is he going to shoot? Come on, shoot. I want to see what it looks like. Come on, man. It's got just one left. I'm going to manually control this thing. I want to see what it does against this tank. See if he takes him out. Let's go over. Or would it be better to take a shot here? Oh, I don't know where to shoot. Probably be more strategic if I shot into that huge clump of Blues coming. We still have some Greys inside the houses. But other than that, there's not many of us left when it comes to the Greys. Now this thing is about reloaded. And what we'll do is we'll blind fire it about there, I think. But I'm not going to directly look at where the soldiers are. I'm going to take a bit of a pot shot. So 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, that was a big shot. Wow, look, there goes the whole trench. That was crazy. So I did miss. That was unfortunate. But still, there's no defences now for the Blues. If they push forward, they've got nowhere to hide. And we've still got some soldiers in this bell tower right here. Just sniping them out with this Gula. Go back in cinematic mode. Get rid of all that horrible, horrible UI. Something like the Blues have came to a halt now. There's still another line of Greys. And a Panzer. 2 lines of Greys. They didn't even... What? This could be a Grey victory right here. The Greys have completely held this line. As a matter of fact, let's charge. Let's do a charge. Go on, you can do it, boys. Over the top. But this is the Greys' moment to shine. I don't want to get too many of them killed. Make sure I put them on engage. Engage at will, like that. There we go, they're engaging at will. Just want to move them forward a little bit, just so it keeps the battle interesting. There we go, the Greys are moving forward. Got a full-on counter-attack now. That blue tank is still acting as a bunker. We're going to have to order some of the Grey soldiers to take that thing out. I had no idea that the Greys still had enough soldiers on this side to do a counter-attack though. Is this tank still active as well? No, that tank's been taken out. How are we doing over here? There's still some Greys in the trenches as well. And on this far right. Oh my god. It looked to me like the Blues were winning to begin with. That's fair, I guess. This has been a really good battle so far. So, also guys, it's coming up to Christmas now, and I'm thinking about doing some sort of giveaway, maybe after Christmas. But I'm going to contact the developers of Men of War, and I'm going to look to do some giveaways of the game. So, what do you guys think? I might do like a Boxing Day giveaway, something like that. Even if it means having to purchase the game myself and then just do a couple of giveaways on the Discord or something. So I'll be sure to leave a link to the Men of War Discord as well in the description of this video if you want to come and join. We're closing on 1,000 members now in that Discord. It's crazy. Come on, go and blow that tank up. 3 of them all at once. He's like, sir, we need to get out, we need to get out. What on earth happened there? So I don't even think the Blues have got enough men to counter-attack now. They literally hold this centre, that is literally it. There's not much more they can do. They're working their way down this flank though, but there's too many Grey Marines. Some of them with some GK-47s, so I mean, look at the power of this thing. Oh, I can't, I'm not even range. Go and deliver a message to this guy. He's jammed, look. That's one cool thing about Rob's realism, how they can actually jam their weapons. Gun damage, increased jam. He's gonna come on, reinforce this guy over here. There we go. So the battle is still on. Is this dude still in that tower? There's still a guy in this tower. So what we could have done with does this tank still have? He's still active, but why can't I take out that? Let's try and take the church tower out if we can. Oh, so we can take it out, but it's such a small caliber weapon. Yeah, that's not really doing much. How are we doing on this side? Yeah, so the Greys have completely overrun this side. And because they're on the defensive on this battle, I don't think I'm going to push the Greys over to the blue trench. Because I think we might have to call this another stalemate, really. And I guess that's just how World War I worked. I know this isn't World War I, but we've went for that sort of vibe. And who knows, I'm thinking maybe we should do some sort of 7-day, maybe truce or peacetime over Christmas. Oh god! Take that tank out. Get it. There we go. Oh my god, what happened there? That was not planned. Yeah, this is definitely a draw, I would say. Mind you, these Blues, they're adamant that they want to take this church tower right here. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take it. Let's move these Blues in. That'd make for a really cool battle. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys want to see these Blues hold down this church in a separate video? Maybe we could do like a group of blue soldiers, like a squad of blue soldiers stuck behind enemy lines, like this, stuck in this church. They can man all of the windows, and then we can have the Great Army try and, I don't know, take them out. So we're going to leave those Blues in there to hold this position, and I think we're going to build something else next. So let me know what you guys want to see next. Maybe we could extend the map even further and add something else. Or, this thing's nearly ready. I think this is the most realistic thing that will probably happen. So all those blue soldiers that are in that church, you ready for this? He aims the cold Thor. Come on, come on. I'm gonna shoot it at the church. Any minute now. God, these things take ages to reload. Here we go. We're gonna shoot this cold Thor at the church. There's a squad of Blues in there. He shoots. Oh my god. Didn't do as much damage as I thought though. But it did manage to kill everybody inside. So that's still cool though. I mean, we can still bring some more soldiers up. Let's try and get every Blue that we can. Every Blue that we can see. And we're going to get them in this church. And I'm thinking I'm going to make a separate video just based on this church. And we're going to make it small ops, because I know some of you guys like to see these larger battles, and also some of you guys like to see the smaller battles, so we're definitely going to do some small ops in there. So a big thank you to everybody that's watched this video. If you want to see more, do hit that like button and also subscribe. Like I say, we've just hit 30,000 subscribers, now pushing on 31,000. A big happy Christmas to everyone as well. I'm going to try and get as many uploads out as I can. It's just a very busy time of year, and I'm finding it really hard to get the time to make some maps and also continue the series. So I'm going to try and do a story time as well for tomorrow if I can. So like I say, a big thank you, and I will see you all in the next one.